Today, we're going over 10 Clash of Clans tips and tricks every player should know. Whether you're a new player, just returning after a long break, or you've been clashing for years, there's a good chance you'll learn something new today that will improve your gameplay. Let's get into it. Starting off with the poison spell. Most players think the poison spell is strictly for CC troops. We already know that the poison spell also slows down enemy heroes. But what many players really miss is that a poison spell over builder huts drastically slows down their repair speed on nearby defences. The defences your troops or spells weaken are constantly being repaired by builder huts in range, but placing a poison spell over them slows down that repair speed. So whenever you use a poison spell on CC troops, try to place it in a way that also covers enemy heroes and nearby builder huts. That way you get maximum value from a single poison spell. It's a simple thing, but simple things make a big difference. Speaking of getting hidden value out of your heroes, here's a trick most players don't know, and it's about the rocket backpack. We all know the rocket backpack and giant arrow combo was nerfed in a recent update after dominating the game. But if you still want to use this combo in Wars or Legend League, there's a simple trick. If the base is baited against the rocket backpack and giant arrow combo, you can take advantage of the CC troops. Lure the CC with rocket loons or any other troops, then use a few archers to lure those CC troops into a corner of the map. Now, start your Dragon Duke with the rocket backpack from the opposite side of that corner and pop his ability. After that, send in the Queen from the corner of the lured CC. She will lock onto the CC troops, lining herself up to shoot directly across the base. Then use the giant arrow and you'll still get incredible value even against bases specifically built to counter this combo. While mastering hero equipment is crucial for attacks, upgrading that equipment can be a massive grind. But if you have the gold pass, here is a tip that can save you a ton of raid medals. Since the Prospector was introduced, gold pass players have access to one of the best hidden values in the game. Don't spend your raid medals on anything else in the trader shop except the 5 starry ores for 350 raid medals and then convert them into shiny ore or glowy ore. Here's why. If you buy shiny ore directly from the trader shop, you'll only get 500 shiny ore. But with the same amount of raid medals, buying 5 starry ores and converting them with the Prospector gives you 1000 shiny ores from each starry ore. On top of that, every starry ore also gives you 60 glowy ores. You end up getting far more shiny ore, extra glowy ore, and much better value from the exact same amount of raid medals. Maximising your resources like that leads us right into our next tip, which is easily the most important one if you're upgrading to a new town hall. Whether you're a new player, a returning player, or someone who's been grinding for years, always prioritise upgrading your offense before your defences. Focus on army camps, the CC, laboratory, heroes, and other offensive buildings before investing in heavy defences. And one more thing, stop maxing your walls before your defences. Walls only matter if the defences behind them stay alive long enough to benefit from them. On top of that, there are plenty of troops in the game that completely ignore walls anyway, so always prioritise your offense first, then your defences, and leave the walls for last. While you're grinding those offensive upgrades, you'll need to make sure you're bringing the right spells for your armies. For example, skeleton spells are actually much better than totem spells against the monolith and single target inferno towers. The reason is simple, both of these defences deal massive, tank melting single target damage, meaning they destroy totem spells almost instantly. Skeleton spells, on the other hand, keep spawning new skeletons, giving you much longer distraction value while your army keeps pushing. So whenever you're building your army, consider bringing one skeleton spell, use it around the monolith or a single target inferno, and you'll get far more value than using a totem spell there. If you've just upgraded your town hall and your goal is farming, sneaky goblins are still the ultimate farming troop. Drop 1 sneaky goblin on each collector for maximum loot efficiency and use 3 for storages to take them down. To get even more value, bring a couple of super wall breakers, a jump spell, or even use the Warden's heroic torch to reach the core and secure the town hall or protected storages. It's still the fastest and effective farming strategy in the game. While farming is relatively easy, pushing trophies means dealing with annoying layouts like invisibility spell tower bases. But there are a few tricks to trigger those towers before your main push. The most common method is using the giant arrow. And the rocket backpack works the same way to snipe air defences while activating the tower. But here's the trick many players don't know. You can even trigger it with spells alone. Drop a skeleton spell near the invisibility tower, then use an invisibility spell on the skeletons. The skeletons will target nearby buildings and activate the invisibility tower without exposing your heroes or main army. This is a trick many high-level attackers use. Just like timing your spells is crucial, troop placement can be just as punishing, especially when it comes to the Dragon Duke. The Dragon Duke has a passive ability called Royal Rampage. When there are no other air troops within 6 tiles of him, he deals double damage, attacks 1.5 times faster, and also takes 40% less damage from traps. It's very similar to the Baby Dragon's Tantrum ability, but even stronger. When he's alone, he switches to his Fire Breath attack and gets maximum value. So whenever you're using the Dragon Duke, always deploy him by himself and avoid placing any air troops within 6 tiles. That way, you'll get the most value out of the Dragon Duke and get the maximum value out of every Dragon Duke charge. The Dragon Duke isn't the only troop that requires careful placement. Tip number 9. Ruin Witches do absolutely nothing until a building falls, so never deploy them first. Always send in your troops, heroes or siege machine first to bring down a couple of buildings, then deploy the Ruin Witches so they immediately start collecting debris and spawning Ruin Knights. Also, don't drop the Ruin Witches directly near defences. If they get taken out early, you lose all the value they were supposed to provide because no Ruin Knights will be spawned. Keep them protected behind your main army and you'll get far more value out of them. Number 10, and the last tip for this video. Baby dragons lose their Tantrum ability if another air troop is within 4.5 tiles. When the baby dragon is on its own, the Tantrum ability activates, doubling its damage and increasing its attack speed, while its movement speed stays the same. So whenever you're using a baby dragon for funneling or clearing outside buildings, make sure you don't deploy Coco Loons or any other air troops too close to it. Keep the baby dragon on its own so it keeps its Tantrum ability active and gets maximum value. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment and subscribe if any of these tips and tricks helped you. Use code BLUE if you purchase anything from the in-game shop or the Supercell store, and we'll see you in the next one with more tips and tricks.